What's up, y'all? It's spring break, so I decided to hit the secondhand store, hit the thrift shop, see what I can find, and guess what I found? This is the Panasonic RX-DS45 for $15. Really good boombox. It's kind of like it's a little brother to the RX DT77 or the DT707. I think it came out in between those two units. It is a fully made in Japan, four speaker biamp system. However, instead of the double cassette deck like the DT77 and the 707, it has only one cassette deck right there in the middle. The rest of the other functions are pretty much the same, and the sound quality I'm assuming would also be the same. I feel like it has slightly a little less bass than my DT707, but I don't really think it would be the case if it's brand new. The reason I'll explain later. So it's just a quick overview of what's about this. So the tape works. This plays no problem. Most of the functions no problem. The CD, however, does not work. The laser head does move. I did check on that. However, the motor isn't working, so I'm assuming the motor driver is dead. The antenna is bent, slightly bent. That's not really a big deal. Still works just fine. However, the radio is really bad reception. So I'm assuming either some of the solder joints in there is loose, or the FM preamplifier or whatever is broken, or it could just be simple capacitor issues, which is actually the most likely. Yeah, poor reception in FM. It really does not live up the Cobra Top or the Panasonic radio name, because the Panasonic radios I had back in the days had superb reception, unlike this one. I know it's a cheaper model, but still, the internal should be pretty much the same when compared to the 707s and even the 909s. As you can see, it's pretty cool that it has this, so I don't know how you call it, this 80s style flat panel touch thingy, whatever you call it. I don't really know. This is kind of like an 80s design that they all have. As a 3-band or a 2-band equalizer and a balance knob. I don't really know what that's for, but it's there. This XBS level is basically the bass knob, and the tone is the treble control. It does not boost bass when it's all set to low. It only reduces treble. So I set it to high because the tweeter in this unit is quite weak. Here's the volume knob. It's motorized. However, there's an issue with this. It's really iffy. It's like jammed in there. You have to, push a little hard to actually turn. It's not as smooth as the Sony one over there. So that's probably an issue. All I have to do is probably just lubricate it. It'll be fine. And all the buttons work just fine. They're all... Oh, would you look at that? It just turned on. They work perfectly fine. The feel is great. I don't think I need to replace any of the buttons anytime soon. So that's really good. Now, to the most important issue, the sound, which I was talking about how it doesn't have as much bass as the RX DT707. Yes, that's because the woofer units it has the exact same unit. I think it's 478B. 478B 4-inch Panasonic woofers. It's those plastic 2.7 ohm woofers. They're very stiff. That's what I'm assuming, because the weather here, the cloth around the woofer stiffens up, and that would increase the resonance frequency of the woofer driver itself, and in other words, decrease bass and increase the boomy mid bass section of the boombox, which as of now is only just mid bass. It does get deep if I crank up the XBS all the way up, but that also comes with an inexcusably large amount of mid bass, which is basically unbearable. So it does not sound as great as I thought it would, but I think I know where the issue is, and I'm pretty sure the amplifier is perfectly fine. I'm gonna just turn it on and show a few features here. So tuner. This is the AM. You can see the level here. It's the it's got kind of like a level meter for the sound, for the audio output. And then FM. Then we're gonna start trying to tune this.
how he came to Christ yesterday. Yeah. And
You see,
the fellow who stepped out, you know, when he was
as you can hear, the tuner is
four spiritual laws.
it's not as good. It's not really sensitive here. Way less sensitive than the Sony one.
We're looking for that heart.
And it's also got preset tuning. Alright, now I'm gonna do a little quick test on the tape. Let me go grab a tape real quick. Alright, I grabbed one of the UB40 tapes I found at Goodwill. Full Logic tape deck, really awesome. I don't think it sensed the tape. I'll have to close it again. There we go. Both sides work, and sounds really good. Just a typical Panasonic tape transport. However, I feel like the Sony boombox sounded a little bit better on the tape. Then again, this is a cheaper unit. I think back in the days, it's only retailing for about 45,000 yen, somewhere around that price, which is a mid-tier boombox, mid-high tier boombox. However, in terms of sound quality in that price range, this is probably one of the best, or if not the best, because there are other boomboxes back in the days that cost the same but sounds like shit, and actually there's quite a few. This is, by the way, this came out in 1990, so it's quite an early model of an bubble boombox. What was I going to say? I was just going to talk about the price range, the pricing of this unit. So the thing about Panasonic is their product at the certain price range is always like a tier above. So for like the 40,000 yen range of boomboxes, the Panasonic ones are better than all the other brands most of the time. For example, like this one, you get it for 40,000 yen. Or if you want to get, like, say, maybe a Sharp or something else, maybe a JVC that sounds just as good or has just as much feature as this one, you have to pay for 50,000 yen, which is 10,000 yen more than this. It's like a tier above. That's what I meant. And I feel like it's really good quality. And I've taken apart quite a few boomboxes before, and with different brands. These are just a couple I had. I have quite a few back in Taiwan as well, and I've taken them apart. And I feel like Panasonic is the company that engineers them the best in terms of repairability and, you know, easy to access a certain component. You have to remove a shitload of flat flexes, shitload of connectors. No, it's always actually a lot, or most of them, most of their construction is board-to-board connector, which is really nice. All you have to do is pull the boards apart. It was really awesome. So I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to take it apart and try to fix what I could fix. The CD would have to wait because I'll probably have to order parts for that. The volume knob lubrication and the woofer issue, it should be pretty quick. This thing is in way better condition than that one was in, and if I don't make any stupid mistakes, which isn't likely because I'm not doing any electrical stuff, I would be able to fix this up pretty quickly. And I won't blow the amplifier again, hopefully. And I'm just going to give it a quick cleanup, and there you have it. So it's a little quick overview of this boombox. I would do some updates as I fix them. There you have it.